Welcome viewers to my YouTube channel English by Pulaknath. Here we shall discuss the second part of the poem On Killing a Tree. The second part, that means the last stanza, starts with with a very single but powerful word, no. In the first two stanzas, we have discussed how the tree grows up upon the crust of the tree and how the tree survives itself, overcoming the onslaught of human beings by enduring the hacking and chopping employed on it by the tree cutters. So, the third stanza or the last stanza starts with the great word no. No, that means এটা মোটেই সম্ভব নয় শুধুমাত্র হ্যাকিং অ্যান্ড চপিং এর মাধ্যমে একটা গাছকে কেটে ফেলতে। In the last stanza, the poet has meticulously described, or he has described in what sort of ceremonial ways a tree is completely destroyed. It's very surprising or ironic. Though the poet has described in details the process or the ceremonial process by which the trees are killed, the trees are destroyed, he has actually tried to convey the meaning that we are finally getting the success of killing a tree completely, but it is a devastating success because the brutality or the cold-blooded murder of a living thing that we will see here will bring no sort of benefit for our civilization. Rather, it will push the civilization towards destruction. চলো আমরা ডিরেক্ট টেক্সটে যাই। The root is to be pulled out of the anchoring earth. তাহলে কি করতে হবে? To completely kill a tree, at first the root of the tree is to be pulled out. How it is to be pulled out? Where from it is to be pulled out? It is to be pulled out of the anchoring earth. Follow the word anchoring earth. Anchor কি? Anchor আমরা সেই জাহাজে দেখতে পাই, জাহাজটাকে নোঙর করে রাখা হয় মাটির সাথে একটা লোহার এক ধরনের টুলসের মাধ্যমে, যাতে মাটিকে শক্তভাবে ধরে রাখতে পারে, জাহাজটা ভেসে না যায়। সিমিলারলি হেয়ার দ্য রুট worked as a kind of anchor, and it was anchored inside the earth, and the earth kept it intact. And it is to be pulled out. How? It is to be roped, tied, and pulled out. So the root is to be tied with a rope very tightly, and then it is to be pulled out by employing a great force, or snapped out, or pulled out entirely. Either the root is to be pulled out completely from the earth cave or from inside the earth, or it will be snapped out, মানে এটা ভেঙে যাবে একদম শেষ প্রান্ত থেকে আর কি, সেটাই বোঝাচ্ছে। কোথা থেকে বের করে আনতে? আউট অফ দ্য আর্থ কেভ। হোয়াট ইজ আর্থ কেভ? আর্থ কেভ মিনস এ কাইন্ড অফ হলো ইনটু হুইচ দ্য রুট অফ দ্য ট্রি ইজ ইনসার্টেড, অর্থাৎ মাটির যে গর্তের মধ্যে গাছের শেকড়টাকে পোতা থাকে সেটাকেই বলছে আর্থ কেভ। অ্যান্ড দেন দ্য স্ট্রেংথ অফ দ্য ট্রি exposed. So the poet is saying that where does the strength of a tree lie? The strength of a tree lies in its root. It is the basic part of the tree. We have already seen, if we cut all the branches, everything, and the root only remains, then what will happen? The tree has its power to come back to its former size. So we may say the strength or the power of a tree to survive remains in its root, and the root is to be pulled out either entirely or by snapping it from the earth cave. This is not sufficient to kill a tree. If we just leave the root on the ground, it still has its power to come back to its former size. Then what is to be done to ensure the complete destruction? The source, white and wet. The source, that means the root is white and wet. White in the sense because it remained inside the earth. It did not get the sunlight, so it's white, and it's wet because it absorbed water from the soil, so it is wet. The most sensitive, hidden. This is the most sensitive part because it remains hidden inside the earth. এটা মাটির মধ্যে লুকানো থাকে, পোতা থাকে, তাই এটা সবথেকে সংবেদনশীল অংশ। Hidden for years inside the earth, years after years. That means since its birth, the root of a tree remained hidden inside the earth. Then what is to be done after pulling it out from the earth cave? Scorching and choking in sun and air. In sun, that means in extreme heat of sunlight, it is to be scorched. That means it will gradually lose its vitality, it will gradually shrinken. And not only that, whatever life was there in the root, it is to be choked by air, by passing heat wave. উত্তপ্ত বাতাস প্রবাহ করিয়ে সেই শিকড়টার উপর দিয়ে যেন গলা টিপে গাছটাকে মেরে দিতে হবে। Then what will happen? Now the tree has no power at all to come back. Gradually it will lose its vitality, its structure. It will become browning, hardening. It will gradually become hardened because it will lose its life. Twisting, then it will twist. That means the life of the tree is going away, withering. Then it will lose its color, vital color completely, and then it is done. Then it is done. It is done, that means the complete destruction of the tree is done. The poet is actually in that ceremonial ways of killing a tree. By describing this, he is actually trying to expose how cruel the human beings are. That tree that provides us fruit, that provides us wood, or whatever things, the human beings, in the pretext of urbanization or in the pretext of any other things, do not at all hesitate to kill a tree by employing such torture. So we are getting success at last by killing it completely, but this is not a success at all. The poet is actually indicating to the murderous instinct of the human beings. By that murderous instinct, by destroying the tree, human beings are actually progressing towards their own degradation, towards their own destruction. If this sort of work goes on, what will happen in the near future? The environmental base will be broken. Then the existence of every living being on this earth will be at a stake. Thank you for listening to that explanation till the last. Please subscribe to my channel. Thank you.